Hey there, it's Zach from Engadget, and we are here at Samsung's booth at Mobile World Congress 2013 taking a look at Safe for Knox. And so we're going to take a look at the container interface. To launch Knox from your smartphone, your Galaxy smartphone, all you have to do is, on this device, the icon is right here. You can move it around obviously, but to get into Knox, you're going to tap on there, and if we're logged out, you're going to have to type in a password. So let me just demonstrate that here, because most of the time, Knox is going to be locked and you're going to have to type in a password to get in. So going back to the home screen here, and our password is Purdy. Type that in, and obviously you would have a more complex password on your own device. Now we're in, so we have a slightly different interface here. It's a bit of a different skin, and so it's very easy to distinguish between the Knox interface and just the standard consumer interface that you get to by hitting that personal icon right there. And so there's a timeout that can be configured between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. So we can flip back and forth if you need to take a phone call or call someone from your personal contacts or send an email from your personal Gmail. You can flip back and forth as necessary, as long as you're back to the interface before the timeout occurs. So you have access to some Knox approved apps. There is a Knox app store right here, and so all of these apps are designed to work with Knox, and so they've been approved by Samsung to work within the Knox interface. There's a camera as well, but any pictures that you take within Knox are going to remain in this space. So if we take a picture now, and we just took one a moment ago, it's going to show up in the gallery here in Knox, but it will not be in the personal gallery if we go over to that. So much of the apps work in the same way. Essentially anything that you do within the Knox interface remains in Knox. You won't be able to access it from your personal interface at all. In order to get back to that content, you need to log in, and then you can pop into it. So all these calendar appointments here that we see, these are business appointments. We won't see these from the calendar on the personal side. So if we go over here, and we go into S-Planner calendar, none of the appointments that we just saw are here. So if we want to go to any of those appointments, we have to go back over to Knox. Eventually you may be able to see a placeholder or something along those lines. We don't have any details there. But the calendars, like your contacts, like your email, the Knox apps, S-Memo, the camera and gallery, everything within the Knox environment stays within Knox. It cannot be accessed from the device without logging in. So you can take a look. The Knox App Store is somewhat limited. You won't have, probably won't have games or anything along those lines. Really only productivity apps. We just installed GoToMeeting, and so this stays within the Knox workspace. It wouldn't have access to it when you go over to the personal device. So if we hit apps there, GoToMeeting does not appear. So really the only way to access those Knox apps is to log back into the Knox interface. So this has been a quick look at Samsung Safe with Knox here at Mobile World Congress.